a lot of those people are aligned naturally with that. Someone who's, bought a plumbing company and is trying to grow that, somebody like you who's trying to grow a business, often there is a natural alignment with that, because it's not just like I can do equities or I can do this real estate deal. It's I'm investing in myself.
Have you found a good method of finding that patient capital that just trusts you and allow you to do your thing?
Richmond is a very entrepreneurial market, which is not how. I was a child here, so maybe I wasn't aware. I don't remember the kind of entrepreneurial aspect, small business aspect, owner-operator thing being as big a thing in Richmond when I was growing up. My memory was that if someone worked for themselves, it meant they kind of had flamed out working in the real world.
Right.
So moving back here is super fun because it's a very owner-operator mindset. There's lots of people doing cool things, small businesses, stuff like that. A lot of those people are aligned naturally with that. Someone who's, bought a plumbing company and is trying to grow that, somebody like you who's trying to grow a business, often there is a natural alignment with that, because it's not just like I can do equities or I can do this real estate deal. It's I'm investing in myself. I'm investing in. They already have a mindset of kind of capital and time allocation for the long term anyway. So it's just friends and family. But I've found a lot of friends who have that kind of mindset.
As you continue to develop, what does your team look like today? Do you have any employees, or is it mostly you doing the underwriting, you doing the asset management, you doing a lot of this stuff? Have you built a team around you?
Like I said, I'll partner with different elements. So I'll bring people on who are not an investor, but actually a partner. We're both buying this together. They're going to do this component. I'm going to do that component. Cool. But I've generally structured it that way so that I don't have to, have anybody else.
What about the professional team that you work with? I don't need you to call out names unless you want to, but what sort of real estate professionals or construction professionals are you working on these jobs? Who do you surround yourself with to be successful at what you do?
It's the same thing in terms of I want people who are similarly aligned. So, you got to look at people's reputation, what other things they've done. So whether that's, that probably sounds a little silly to say about a transactional attorney, but I've got a couple attorneys that I work with. One does almost all my stuff. He's awesome. He does a great job. He's really thorough. He's really mindful. He's not going to stop a deal. He understands what I'm trying to do.
He doesn't get in the way.
He doesn't get in the way. He understands what I'm trying to accomplish. He can work quickly if I need him to. So that's a great partner. Same thing on the construction side. I want to see... I have a certain expectation of quality, because anybody can talk about quality, but actually doing things in a way that lasts for a long time, it's a smart way to do things, because if you want to own it for a long time, then you want to put the money in up front. You want to be thoughtful about that. Property manager. All that stuff is the same. It's the same kind of mindset. So I try to really dig in and understand what is this person's motivations? How aligned is this? Sometimes there's some differences. That's okay. But then at least I understand where there's differences. Or a lot of that is how do they make money? It's good to understand that. Because you don't want to nickel and dime somebody and get their worst possible service. And a lot of people don't seem to understand that. If you, not to keep talking about property management, if you beat a property manager up, you're not going to, naturally, they're not going to give you their best guys, you know? And I don't know, it's just a mindset of you want to feel aligned.